The image configuration in an Axis camera is split up into different tabs depending on what consumers it affects. So the installation and the image tab affects globally on the camera. There can only be one instance of it. While the stream tab configures the different view areas, which are parallel configurations. So we can see that we have two different view areas here. If we want to create a new view area, then we need to go to view areas over here and create it here. And then we will also see that it turns up on the stream tab where we can change the properties. From the stream tab is also where we start the continuous recordings. And the continuous recordings will use whatever settings we have configured here. So we can see if we change over to view area 2 and start the recording, and then goes back to view area 1, we do not have a recording on this view area. So let's turn off this again and go back to view area 1. But we can see here that there is no way for us to change the encoding to H265. We can change the live stream encoding that the browser uses down here, but we can't choose from H265, and this is due to the fact that the built-in video player in the web doesn't support H265. So what we need to do a recording in H265 is that we need to create a stream profile which overrides the settings of a view area, and down here we can select which profile we are using. We can now see that we are using the default stream settings, and we can't choose anything else since we don't have any stream profiles. So what we need to do now is to go to System Settings and press the Stream Profiles. And here we can add a new stream profile, and we can select which view area it should be derived from. So we can see that we don't need to enable all the settings here, and this is since they are inherited from the view area. A stream profile only overrides the settings in a stream from the view area. And here we can change to H265. So let's name this stream profile rec for recording, and we say that we want to change it to H265 codec. Everything else should be the same as in view area 1. So we can now press create on this one, and we can go back to the stream page, and we can now see that when we have view area 1 selected, we can select the recording profile. And if we now start a continuous recording, we will use all the settings with an override on the codec to use H265. So if we now go to the recordings page, we can see that this new recording is indeed in H265 compared to the old ones, which are in H264. And we can also see that the built-in video player doesn't have support for H265 since most browsers doesn't support it. So if I try to play this, we would just get an error message saying that we can't play H265 video. While if I were to play this H264 recording, it plays fine in the browser. But I can of course still download the recording and play it locally with a player that can play H265.